Hi, I'm Monique Grozade with TSPNTV, and we are out and about in Jackson, California today. As many of you know, there have been fires running through California. The fire here closest to us is the Butte Fire, and we're at Laughton Ranch today. Laughton Ranch has opened up its gates to many, many animals, people who need food, people who need supplies. It's kind of a gathering place for drop-off for supplies and any animals that need rescue or just need a place to stay. We're going to go inside and talk with a few people, get some more information, so stay with us and we'll be right back. I'm here with Greg Finkelstein. Greg, tell us a little bit about what you've been doing and when this whole operation started.
Well, when this started last week on Wednesday, we started out thinking we're just going to take in a few animals, and it quickly grew. Over the weekend, we were just taking volunteers in, like people can do what they can do. We quickly had hundreds of volunteers, and before we knew it, we had more people than we really knew what to do with. So what we kind of did was we started to create management and sections. Now we have a security team, we've got managements for each area, we've got people checking in donations, people registering, we've got our whole rescue operation, we've got vets and vet techs on site. We've really just increased coordination so much that we've been able to maximize the potential and use of everyone instead of having people just stand around who want to help.
And I think that's been really key, is to utilize the volunteers. I also noticed that the Rancheria has loaned us one of their security personnel.
That is true, and he's been unbelievably helpful with coordination, making sure that everything coming in and out is okay. The security isn't so much that, people are stealing stuff. It's not that. It's really just more like coordination, traffic coordination, and making sure people have been checked in and everything like that.
Yeah, it's important to keep track of who's on the property, what animals are on the property, and go through the right means so that when people do find an animal, then there's someone who's verifying and checking these animals out. Is that right?
Absolutely, that's incredibly important. We've got multiple people making sure the welfare of the animals remain high. Like I said, we've got the vets and vet techs, and we've got people who are in charge of each area, just making sure that, we're very concerned about getting the animals out that need to be rescued, but of course we need to keep the welfare high here or else they're in no better situation, so.
Right, I agree. Tommy was just panning around, our cameraman Tommy Fox was just panning and taking a look at the current donations that I see over here. Yesterday on the wish list was straw for the animals. I see many bales of straw here.
Right, so we're in particular feed quality, grass hay for the horses. It seems like we've got a lot, but here's the thing. We have 30 bales being fed in the morning, 30 bales being fed in the evening, possibly more. And not only that, we are making sure that every horse that, every animal that we send home, we're sending home with feed if they need it, as much as they need, and they're always welcome to come back. And even if we don't have an animal here that's of theirs, they need food, they need any kind of supplies. We're not saying, no, you can't have to just about anything. We really want people to be set up. We understand that so many people have been displaced. We want to help them out with that.
Absolutely. I noticed that the horses that did go home yesterday had halters and lead ropes. Bales of hay were loaded into the vehicles that were picking up these horses, and dog food going home with dogs, and leashes and collars and all of the things that if they can't even go back to their home because they're still displaced, at least they have enough to get by for a period of time wherever they are temporarily at.
That's right, and it's not just the animals. We're actually today working on, we understand we have about 25 families displaced, and we have a good amount of water and some human supplies. So we're working on delivering those down to them and seeing how we can help out the human families that have lost so much.
And I wanted to mention too that people can come here to Laughton Ranch, here up to the gate, and we have supplies for them as well. Water, clothing related items, and dry goods. Is that right?
That is true. Right now we're trying to figure out how much we're going to be sending away because those families who are in the camp, they have really nothing. But like I said, anything that we have, we're able to get more supplies. Individual people are not. So we're just trying to network as well as we can. We're not trying to hoard anything, even though it seems like we have a lot of stuff. If we have it here, nothing's going to end up here that was donated. We want, by the end of this, everyone to be going home with everything that they need if we can supply it.
I also want to go over some long-term ideas. Some of these animals could be here up to 3 months. Some will never get picked up. They'll be donated, or maybe the owners aren't able to take them again or have a place to put them. There's going to be a lot of animals just that are left behind here. And long-term wise, if you're feeding 30 to 60 bales a day, you'll go through over 1,000 bales in 1 month, up to 2,000 if you're feeding 60 bales a day. 2,000 bales of hay, I mean, that goes fast, and we're lucky that there are quite a few donations on hay, but we're still accepting them, isn't that right?
Absolutely, absolutely. We're not turning away anything, and we've got space for stuff. And like I said, if we ever end up feeling like we have an excess of something, we're trying to push for people to take it home, people who need it, trying to figure out who needs what.
That's great. Thank you, Greg, so much for your time and for the interview. We're going to go inside and talk with one of the owners and get a tour. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Monique.
Hi, I'm Laura Craig, and I'm here at Laughton Ranch. I'm the animal care head technician. I'm the go-to person when they have an animal question or something comes in or needs to leave.
Are you also a tech of some sort?
Yes, I'm a animal technician. I've actually been in the animal field for over 20 years. Started out in large animal, did small for many years, and right now I'm just taking some time off, and I'm actually enjoying myself here.
Yeah, this is a wonderful just organization to donate time to and to help all of these poor animals that are all displaced.
Yeah.
So I wanted to just kind of go over a little bit of how you're organizing the animals, because I thought it was genius.
Well, originally this started out with hey, Bobby, my horses need a place, and so it started out as friends, needing to have their horses here. I have several of mine here. To, oh my gosh, we need to go in and rescue several. So, temporary pens now have turned into permanent pens, have been put up. So we're going through, and every pen has a number, an identification. We've actually gone through and taken pictures of all the horses, actually all the animals that have come in. So if someone does come in and has a question, we'll be able to identify them as well.
And it looks like you also have special needs that say this horse here is not allowed to have grains, so I see that's posted. So when people go through to feed, he's only getting grass hay as per what's written on the stall there.
Correct. It just makes feeding a little bit easier, and it's noted so that at least if they have special instructions, everyone knows
That we know of. Right?
that we know of. Exactly.
About how many horses do you have now?
I can tell you I don't really have a head count. I kind of feel like I've been running around just trying to get everybody organized and numbers, with the donations, and this turning into, such an organization. We're just taking them in and not worrying about numbers. They're all getting cared for.
Very good. Very good. Can you take us around to some of the other animal areas just so we can take a look and see some of the animals that are here that you're taking such good care of?
Sure. We've got some goats and I think all my minis have left, but
Sheep, there was one mini back there.
Yep, and we got a little calf out back over here, so we'll go over and take a look.
Let's go take a peek.
Okay.
So we're here with Laura in the animal enclosure area that seems to be housing most of the goats. It would look like we have some sheep and a mini horse, etc. And it looks like we have a cow here. A rescue?
It is unknown. We don't know the owner. Came in with some buddies, so she seems to be very happy.
Yep, they all look very happy, content. I don't see them pacing and stressing. They're in just beautiful condition. My understanding also is that there's a veterinarian on call 24 hours a day here.
Correct. Dr. Vicki Smalley with Amador Vet and Dr. Carly Delano. They are available. Dr. Vicki has been coming and doing rounds twice a day. Her and I have been able to communicate via phone, 24/7. So if I need something checked out, I have her at my beck and call. And so does the ranch, which is wonderful.
Yeah, that's a blessing, and it's a really nice gift from them to us and the whole community to know that these animals are taken care of medically as well.
Exactly.
We're just going to take a walk around here. Maybe you can just kind of point out some of the animals that the camera's seeing right now.
Let's see, what do we have over here? We've got a Barbados sheep and a couple pygmies, looks like here. And we've got a Nubian doe there and a little boar doe, I believe, in that one.
Cute.
And then it looks like this is, we're calling Stud Muffin, I believe.
Oh, what an adorable little mini.
He got moved over here because he was causing trouble. We were kind of hoping to put him up front and center, but He does better back here.
Oh yeah, yeah. He loves the attention, I assume.
He does. He does. He's pretty cute. He's got a goat buddy that every now and then, actually you can see it over there. She's making her way over to his pen. She likes to hang out with him, but it's and he likes her, so that's nice.
It's amazing how the animals that have never been together, that are in pens together, have sort of flocked together and taken comfort with each other.
It is, when they're in a comfortable situation, it's amazing how they can acclimate so quickly.
Yeah, it's true. Amazing job on the temporary pens here, the shade cloth, the tarps. I know we got a little rain yesterday and the day before. To me, this is just like the most amazing thing I've ever seen just grow in a short amount of time.
It is amazing, and it's a lot of this we wouldn't have been able to do without the donations. The community has been wonderful with feed for the animals, all the way up to stuff for us, for the people. So it's been really good.
We're across the street from Rayleigh's here at Laughton Ranch, and the manager from Rayleigh's has been over 3 to 5 times a day personally checking in, asking what supplies we need, food, water, office supplies, pretty much anything that we need. Coffee's brought over regularly. They've just been amazing.
Oh, we have donations coming from, near and far and even local. Rayleigh's has been exceptional. If we need something temporary, they bring it right over. They're free.
Hi, Linda. I know that you've been managing the food here at Laughton Ranch. What's your last name, please?
McHugh.
And we've greatly appreciated. I've been here volunteering a little bit as well. All the volunteers are being fed to the nines, and I'm just looking around. Lots of fresh fruit. We have coffee coming in, sandwiches. What other types of things?
Oh, we have Taco Bell's been coming every day. I mean, I don't even want to start saying names because there's so many people have been so gracious in bringing us food every day. So
Looks like there's something for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There's
Absolutely. And
lots of sweets.
homemade goodies. That's the fun part.
Right, and I see sandwich fixings. There's cooler after cooler after cooler with drinks and more food.
Absolutely.
There's been
Everything.
fried chicken. There's been different types of pasta, lots of pizza, and just
Enchiladas and
homemade enchiladas.
yes.
Right. I mean, I think 90-something enchiladas came in that one day,
yes.
and somebody made those homemade
Right.
and delivered them, which is just a great outpour of our community, sticking together.
yes, it has been.
And then I also see a whole lot of breakfast items here. I know that some of the drivers on the rescue team are coming in early, staying late, really late, and so there's always something for them to eat here as well.
Yes, there is.
And since there's so many volunteers, I know at one point there was up to 100. There's so many people that just want to keep going, keep going. This is perfect for them because they can grab something quick to eat, something to drink.
Yes, they can.
And right now it's not really hot and it's not raining, but luckily there's tents here and there's been lots of cold drinks and water to keep people hydrated and in good
There have. Like I
health.
said, there's been an outpouring. It's just, we've been blessed.
Good. Well, thank you, Linda, for doing everything and for keeping track of this whole food area.
You're welcome.
Appreciate
Thank you
it.
for doing what you do.
You bet.
Okay.
I'm here with Jim and Bobby Laughton, owners of Laughton Ranch, and the most generous people I've ever met in my entire life. They have opened up their home, their ranch, to an entire community of needy people, animals, and everything from bunny rabbits to llamas, I understand.
Right, exactly. Pigs, little pigs,
Baby pig.
big pigs.
And so when this all started, what were you anticipating?
Well, the fire started not too far out of town, and so we just offered up to some of our friends that live out there, if you need to bring a horse, bring it. And that's really what started it. And then people just said, can we bring our animals? And it turned into this. And we are lifelong Amador County. We love our community, and we just want to give back.
Jim, what do you have to say about this?
Well, a week or so ago, we were just going about life, and then the fire broke out. Bobby came and said some people had called, and maybe we could put up a couple of horses till the fire was over. I said, sure. And it's kind of morphed into this, but I am just, all I want to say is I am so impressed with everybody that is showing up here from all walks of life, and they seem to have all had a specific thing that they do in life or found a niche that works here. Just for an example, one lady came and she just dedicated herself to ice chess. You wouldn't think that would be a job, but
It's a
with
job.
20 ice chess, She drained the water. She put new ice in. She transferred. The Gatorade was here. The water was there. Before it was all over, it was separated. It was just phenomenal. And I mean, there's a station at every place on the ranch. It used to be the ranch. Now it's broken into sections and subsections. And all of them are manned. Different tables are manned with different people who have a specific job. And it's just been fascinating. You know, our little shop in there has been turned into what they're calling the war room, where people are dispatched out to get animals and to bring them back, and it has just
Handle
been
PR and that type of thing.
Yes, just been phenomenal, the amount of people that showed up. Thought I saw you here the other day answering the phone until late at night.
There I was. Oh, of course, I love it. Love it here. Our horses have been here for many years, and you've taken such amazing care of them. I noticed that Amador Veterinary Services, they're here with 2 vets right now, looking over animals and taking care of any of them that need help.
Yes, and they've been rotating in and out, as well as, is it Sam Fabula?
Well, he does horseshoes, and
Shoes.
Roger Ward has come and done some trimming of the horses that needed it, but this vet has been here around the clock for us. They're alternating between their 2 vets and the vet techs, and we have someone on staff the whole time.
Which is key, because horses and different animals are coming in at various times, not only from the rescue team, but people dropping them off because they don't have anywhere to take them, or their temporary housing situation has changed and now they're forced into a different type of housing situation.
Exactly. We're just so happy that they're all here, and there's so many people here, and it wouldn't have happened without all of these people. We're right now sending our drivers out to do welfare checks. So they've opened up the roads, and we're taking food and water in so that we can feed the animals of the people that have requested it. So they've called us, and they take all the calls in that room, and then we'll send their welfare checks. We'll feed them, we'll water them, we'll give the owners a report so that they don't have to worry about their animals.
Go ahead. One of the other things I'd like to say is Adam Dalton and the tribe. They've been phenomenal to us here. He came the very first day and asked what we needed. Actually, we needed a light. The first day it showed up from the tribe. The next day he came, and he's been here every day asking what we need. They've had a security guy here every day. You wouldn't believe the amount of people that just want to walk in and see what's going on. You almost have to have a tag to get in anymore. So they have been absolutely phenomenal. They've loaned us buggies. Whatever we've needed, they've showed up with it. They've supplied food every day. That's another thing.
Amazing.
I cannot, at first I was able to thank Perkos for bringing us some food 8 or 9 days ago. It's morphed into so much more than that. Everybody in town has sent food. Ladies walk up with 2 or 3 sandwiches that are homemade. I just can't say enough about the local restaurants and establishments that have stepped up and just continue to bring food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Jason and Jen Wiggum out of Sacramento with a coffee shop have brought from Sacramento every day. They bring coffee early in the morning, and Dunkin' Donuts from Sacramento. I mean,
Amazing.
it just goes on and on. I'm just overwhelmed with the huge amount of support that showed up.
And in respect to the tribe, they also have a Red Cross and shelter set up there at the Rancheria. So not only do they have their hands full, but they're lending their hand here.
They absolutely are. Like, they don't have enough going on of their own. I knew both of their parents personally. Their father drove log truck with my father. He worked for Linebaugh across the river in White Pines. My dad drove for Winton, and so they knew each other. He was a hell of a man. His Margaret, as everybody knows, was a wonderful woman. Their parents would be so proud of them, and I am too. I'm not going to say too much about that because I'll...
Special to your heart.
Well, I went to school with them. I known them all their life. I am absolutely, the things that they were already doing before this broke out, they're there for everybody. And I just can't say enough.
And they are a great part of our community.
Absolutely. The Daltons are the best, the Rancheria and the tribe. I would encourage everybody to visit their establishment and have something to eat, to go out and see them and thank them for what they've done for this community. I'm just a little wheel in a big one,
Yeah, the Rancheria has been really, really helpful and important. So, Bobby, you've been here obviously because it's your property. Since this all broke out, what are some of the things that you're doing and overseeing?
I just go everywhere. They try to pass everything through me so that we're not unorganized, I guess. I don't know. It's just...
It's represented in the way that you'd like it to be represented.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And everything seems to be running really well. Of course, there's always little things, but, thank goodness they've all worked out and people have been so pleased and so grateful.
They really are. For the most part, it's been just fabulous. And, you know, we do it again. We have people who have just, like Carly and Vicky, who just have come to right away. They didn't even hesitate when we asked them. And all the people, it's been like that. We have a kitchen person over there who's just designated to the kitchen.
Yeah.
Every day she comes to the kitchen.
I saw her. We talked with her. What a great lady.
Yes, it's just fabulous. We have great people in the community.
I wanted to go back to the animal welfare checks. I mean, that's a really special thing. Even if you're not going to pick up their animals and bring them here, which could be easier because then they're easily maintained here. There's some animals that don't want to be transported. Oh, there's some more donations coming in as well. We asked for metal water troughs yesterday and Rubbermaid buckets, and here they are. We put out just some information on Facebook and answered some calls, and this is exactly what was asked for. But in relation to the animal welfare visits, last night there's a pregnant mare, and the owner didn't want to leave his property because it had been evacuated. If he left, he couldn't come back, so he couldn't go get feed. And they needed feed for this pregnant mare. She'd ran out of food yesterday morning, and luckily and thank God the roads were opened and there's escorts to get food in there.
Yeah, the welfare is key for a lot of these people. They don't know if their home is gone or still there. They're concerned about their animals. If we can get in there and feed and water their animals and put our eyes on them and call them with that news, it's tremendous for them.
It's a great blessing, and it put such peace of mind for people.
Absolutely. Our animals are part of our family.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
And many people were at work when they were evacuated. They didn't get a chance to go and retrieve their animals, even if they could. I mean, some people don't have the means or trailers to get their animals off the property in a pinch like this. So there are many animals left behind that just needed to be rescued, period.
Yes, that's true. We were able, if we came upon a home that was maybe burned out and the animals were left there, we went ahead and took them, and they're here. People can come identify their animals here. And we'll
very
get
organized system in place as far as stall cards. There's a lot of accountability for things, so we've got that all figured out. Also want to give a big shout out to Rayleigh's across the street. The manager Craig and his crew have really stepped up and helped us out, as well as Tractor Supply has done the same. I mean,
the list is really too long to.
We just we can't remember everybody anymore. It's when this is all over, I think we're going to throw a party in conjunction with some other folks that have been here.
And thank everybody.
It's going to be a party like Amador County never seen, I think.
And I am just proud to say that I live here in Amador County. We have the most amazing community. I've said it over and over on TV, but it's true when you see all these people volunteering in the cold, in the heat, in the rain, and all they want to do is help other people.
Yeah.
And people from as far away as Livermore have come, and Auburn, Folsom, too.
Nevada, they came in today. Those loads came in from Nevada.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's just been phenomenal. It really has.
Well, it's a blessing. We're going to go and take a look at some animals. I want to thank you so much for the few minutes of time. I know you're both really, really busy, and I'm just proud to know you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Monique.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Amador County.
As well as our friends in Calaveras County. They're good folks, too. We help them out. People like the Josies, all those over there, the Delordos.